The blue trunks, red trim, weighing 230 pounds. He is undefeated in 36 professional bouts. He has 31 wins by way of knockout from Greenwood Lake, New York. Here is the challenger, Lou Savarese. His opponent in the red corner, wearing the white trunks with red, white, and blue trim, weighing 253 pounds. His professional record, 75 victories, 4 defeats. He has 68 wins by way of knockout. Ladies and gentlemen, he hails from Marshall, Texas. Here is the linear heavyweight champion of the world, Big George Foreman. 12 rounds for the heavyweight championship of the world.
Boxers, you received your instructions in the dressing room. Obey my commands. Let's touch gloves, have a good, clean fight.
Watch the grab of the right.
I got him.
Can a fighter without a past have a future like Saverese? Can a fighter with only a past have a present? That's what we're going to find out shortly. George looks in pretty good shape.
George looks in excellent shape.
253 pounds at the weigh-in yesterday. By unanimous acclamation, better shape than was the case against Crawford Grimsley in his last outing in Tokyo. Saverese threw 100 punches per round against Buster Mathis Jr. As Larry Merchant pointed out, it's unlikely he would try that many against a puncher like George.
George tapped the light jab, and Saverese smartly sent in a little left hook.
Kind of a laconic start to the fight. Both men moving slowly around the ring as Saverese gets ready to taste George's power at some point.
Saverese is not used to backing up, but he's moving to his right to avoid George's right hand because he knows that's George's best punch.
The right cudgel. He sort of clubs with it. There was a time when George's jab was the most formidable in the heavyweight division, but he's not nearly as quick with it anymore. Saverese landing a light combination there. Now Saverese, for the first time in the fight, moves George backward with a double jab.
Step back.
There's the jab by Foreman. He'll come up top with it and then go to the body. Saverese cranks in a counter left as Foreman tried to feint with his right.
Saverese has a pretty good strategy going here. He's making George throw the big punches and miss, and he's countering with 2- and 3-shot combinations.
Saverese continually moving to his right.
And Saverese is also going to George's body early.
Little mouse under Saverese's left eye as George cuffs him across the top with the right hand. Right hand to the body by Saverese. Foreman backs away and now comes back to station himself in front of Saverese, and Saverese dances along the ropes. Uppercut by Saverese. Couple of right hands to the body. Foreman slow to back away.
Saverese's condition is going to be a big, important factor here tonight because Foreman's going to keep pressure on him, even if he is hitting Foreman a lot.
Eddie Cotton says, don't rabbit punch him. Saverese with a left hook up top. Last 10 seconds of the round. Lou Savarese more active, as you would have expected, in round number 1.
Here we go. Come on. Sit back. Come on, baby.
Keep your hands up. Keep your hands up. Don't let him be part of the job. He's trying to suck you in the shit.
And then turn the right hand and turn it back thing. He's going to hold and go back downstairs.
Yeah.
Have everything to do.
Come on. Just relax.
Late in the round, you saw that Saverese in close to a nice little right uppercut. Shook George's head back, but didn't seem to faze him very much. Saverese claims that he had sparred with George for about 40 rounds before the Schultz fight, and George swears he doesn't remember him. I wonder if George doesn't want to remember him.
Saverese took that one in stride. He says, well, yeah, okay. Foreman landing a thudding left hand as he walked in.
With a little lead right, which you don't see George throw very often.
The man who spoke most, and there's a hard right hand by Saverese up top. The man who spoke most to Foreman between rounds was Charlie Shipes. Dundee had very little, if anything, to say. He won't get laryngitis working with George. Jab by Foreman. Saverese taps to the body a couple times. Left hook up top by Saverese. Foreman lands a left uppercut.
Both fighters had very good left hands just then.
Saverese has a still head, Roy. He's not exactly elusive in there.
No, he's not. But he's doing very good at taking George's punches right now. Better than expected. He better move his head from the left and the right to the left and right some though, because if George hits him with his left uppercut, it will be all over.
Butting right hand up top by Foreman. Saverese coming back with a combination.
And Saverese is beginning to show a little tire. He's breathing hard, and Foreman has pressure on him. Foreman won't let Saverese rest.
If you're expecting George to tire, you may wait longer than you think because he is so amazingly relaxed in the ring. In his prime, George Foreman could hurt men with glancing blows.
Yeah, and now I think Saverese's punches output is going down a little bit because he's catching punches from George.
If I punch that number, Saverese threw 64 in round number 1. That would be a good busy work rate for him if he could keep it up.
George is hitting him with some big jabs.
Step back.
Solid left hook thrown by Saverese. Foreman has been much more active in round number 2.
Stop punching. Lou, stop it.
He only threw 22 punches in the first round. Has greatly exceeded that total here.
George is popping a very good jab in between Saverese's gloves.
Well, I've heard both you and George sit next to me and say it gets a lot easier when you have an effective jab.
It does get a lot easier because it keeps your opponent from thinking when you can hit him with the jab.
Good job.
Keep your balance. You got it out? Mouthpiece? Okay, give me.
Real good. Bring your hands back. That's all. Bring your hands back.
Don't lose your balance.
Keep your hands down. Put your hands down. You hear me?
Come on.
Don't get caught. Caught that boxing. Go back to boxing. Keep that right hand for that jab.
Nice jab. Turn the right hand over.
Okay? Don't get caught up in that shit. You okay? You're doing good. You're doing good. Just box more. Box more and get your punches on. Okay.
Saverese is staying right in front of George, landed a nice straight right and 2 left hooks. But staying in front of George has not been a formula for success in the recent past. He is not using very much movement in or out, left or right.
Remember that Michael Moorer stood in front of Foreman, found it easy to score against him, but wasn't able to finish the fight upright. In the second round, Foreman launched 28 left jabs and landed 19 of them. Two good body shots by Saverese.
Very good body shots, and these punches will weaken a fighter in the long run, as we found out.
Foreman sticking that jab and landing consistently. Saverese coming back with combinations.
Lou, let's keep him up a little bit too, up a little bit. Let's go. Some heads.
Is there blood from Saverese?
Well, he had a mouse over his eye in the first round, or under his eye in the first round.
George just hit him with a beautiful 1-2 combination.
George is quick tonight, Roy.
George looks very good tonight.
Saverese thundering a right hand against George's left cheekbone. Foreman has always taken punches well.
Yeah.
This is a very good fight for George Foreman.
Well, what we know about George is that his chin is Texas granite.
Yeah.
Stop back.
There's a cut over Saverese's left eye.
In a bad place, too. That blood starts to flow. It could affect Saverese's vision and make it hard for him to stop George's right hand.
That eye, I understand, has been cut in the past.
And now working with a target, George thunders forward like a pachyderm,
Hands free.
looking for opportunities to stomp.
Saverese have to make sure he covers up from this left uppercut that George throws inside. Oh, good right body shot by Foreman.
Okay, let's go. They're free. Let's go.
Foreman is working good on the inside to Saverese's body.
Saverese still standing in front of Foreman and allowing him to land, not moving side to side as he did in the first round, not giving Foreman angles, trading punches with him at his peril.
This has become a toe-to-toe battle here.
This cannot be good for Saverese to stand in there and slug toe-to-toe with Foreman, unless he's absolutely certain he can take these shots, Roy.
Yeah, I think he'd be better off to stay outside and use a jab against Foreman.
What he did in the first round was an excellent plan.
Right inside with him. Don't do that. Good towel. Don't fight inside with him. Don't do that here. Box this guy. You hear me? That jab is, you ready that morning with him. Take your hand and put it in your lap. Put your hand in your lap. Listen to me. Yeah? Box more. Use your speed and quickness.
Louis, you gotta aim your punches a little with him, all right? From here, you gotta aim those punches. Let's go. Use your quickness and use your power.
Yeah, use your quickness. Don't get them faulty with him, man. He want that shit. He ain't got to move a little bit. Make him move a little bit. You okay? Okay, let's go now.
Louis. Yeah. So, pick the right spot.
Seconds out.
George sees the eye, goes for the eye, hits the eye.